Alright, man. Let's watch some horror movies. Some kill counts. They be summing up like horror movies in like 20 minutes, bro. I sneaked into a movie theater to see Us, cause my cousins was there, and I snuck in with my cousins, and I don't know. This was like around the time where they started having assigned seats for a movie, cause at first they didn't used to have assigned seats for movie theaters, but then we snuck into that joint, bro. That joint was low key starting to get packed at first, but it was at the seats that we saw that was open. We just took them and we just sat in them. But then later on, those people who assigned those seats, they came in and they found us, or they found a couple of us sitting in their seats, and they was like, we gonna have to ask you to get out our seats because we paid for these seats. And I was like, damn, fuck. Then we got out the seats, and then we had to sit all the way in the fucking front for the rest of the movie. I mean that's what we get because we ain't paid. We snuck in. That's why you shouldn't sneak into a fucking movie theater. But yeah, because we just went right inside the fucking theater without even paying, and we just saw Us. But they even still sneaking in. I basically saw this movie for free in the side theaters. That's crazy. I snuck in and I sat in the front. I saw this movie for free. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy, man. I don't know. Well, yeah, that's my little story about Us, man. Us was like that, man. I ain't watched it in a minute, man. I'm trying to see what was this shit on.
To start your own business.
What's this shit on, bro?
Turn passion into a paycheck.
Yes, sir. Goddamn, this shit felt a little loud.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror.
Tally them up.
And today we're looking at Us, released in 2019 by director Jordan Peele. Us is Jordan Peele's follow-up to his massively successful directorial debut.
Get Out was like that.
While Us, like Get Out, can still be categorized as socially conscious horror, there are quite a few differences between this and...
There was some scenes in that motherfucker that got shit, but it wasn't really that scary though. It was just a brain fuck, for real. It was just a bunch of conspiracy theories about, was her son really the clone, or was her real son really the clone? But at the end of the movie, you'll see that they switched places, and it was crazy, man. It's
Peele's first film.
It's crazy. This movie was lit, man. This movie was lit.
And maybe a bit more on the thriller side of things. Us is much more clearly a horror movie, with the scares coming hard and fast, and the kills more numerous and graphic. Us also has more humor in it, which is great if you're a fan of Peele's.
Nigga Davin, back when Davin was the shit, man. When this movie came out, 2019, that nigga Davin, what the fuck? Davin was like really the thing back in 2015, 2016 type shit.
Comedy like I am. Sure, Get Out had solid comedic relief in the form of Rod Williams, TS motherfucking A. But in Us, pretty much everyone's
TS to the motherfucking A, nigga.
Cracking jokes. Then they rub some viewers the wrong way, but how could anyone get upset watching comedic genius and all-around good boy Tim Heidecker? Finally,
hey, that man was really the shit, man.
Have distinct thematic.
This man was really the shit,
Get
bro.
Out examined race relations and the way seemingly well-meaning.
It's crazy how both of these niggas was in Black Panther too. That's wild.
Limousine liberals can harbor prejudices just as nasty.
For the lead male actors was in Black Panther.
But Us has nothing to do with race, and instead can be read as an allegory about class. The way our society keeps certain kinds of people at a disadvantage if it means the rest of us can continue living in comfort. To explore such a big theme.
Oh God, bro, Us got messages, a bunch of messages behind it, bro. It just got 1,000 messages, man.
Is a much bigger story, and it ends up portraying a nationwide affair as opposed to the very self-contained.
It's just crazy, man. Like, imagine you got a whole clone, government made a clone of you that's living underneath of you, doing the same shit you doing right now, bro. And then when they get out, they gonna be pissed. That's tough.
Story that we saw in Get Out. Along with that expansion comes some plot holes.
Shit, if I had a clone, bro, shit, man. Shit, I'll probably be saying, hey, man, you trying to go out, go to work for me right quick. If I had a clone, I say, hey, man, I know, look, I know you underneath there doing all that, but man, King, bro, if you just go to work for me, man, that would be good. You feel me? You got me. You going to work for me? All right, man. If I had a clone, man, shit, man.
Logic.
If I had a clone, man, I'd make them do everything, bro. If I had a clone, Shit, you gonna make me some pizza, order me some food, some shit, you feel me? Shit, basically gonna be my slave, not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna have him calling me master or some shit like that.
But if you're more into memes and atmosphere like I am, Us is a very worthy second effort by Mr. Jordan Peele. You can hear a deeper discussion.
Yeah, this movie was fire, bro.
Watching our review of it on the podcast. But right now, let's see how many bodies we can unearth and get to the kills.
Did they even have that many kills in this movie?
The movie begins by telling us that there are a whole lot of underground tunnels in the United States and that most of them are abandoned. Thanks for the fun fact, Jordan, but I came here to watch a horror movie, not to read a
This nigga be roasting the hell out of these niggas too, bro.
Snapple cap. It's 1986 and the hip new charity stunt sweeping the nation is Hands Across America, an actual event that took place that tried to raise funds to fight homelessness and poverty.
This summer, 6 million people will...
I don't know, man. There's still a lot of, homeless people outside. I mean, outside, especially in LA. If you walk the streets of LA, there's a bunch of homeless people. Even though I never been to LA, but from the footage that I seen, they look like they got like a homeless people problem. So shit's kind of crazy how they had this shit back in 1986. It's 2022 and it's still a problem. So that's crazy. And we giving out lottery tickets. We giving out lottery tickets, and there's still homeless people out there, man. That's crazy, bro.
Fight hunger in the United States.
A subsequent commercial transitions us to the Santa Cruz Beach boardwalk.
But to be fair, some of them did do, they probably was going OD with the drugs. Not gonna lie, some of them was probably ODing. You feel me? But it's still crazy out here. You feel me?
Little girl Adam
don't got no house over there.
Celebrating her birthday after her father wins her.
Especially on the East Coast and it's mad cold too, bro. That's wild.
She ends up unwisely wandering off on her own. She passes a gentleman advertising biblical verses and makes her way down to the beach where she finds a carnival attraction that wouldn't get made in the modern day. The Shaman's Vision Quest. Hey, look, Addie, you can find yourself in there. And hopefully she can also find a new candy apple since she just up and wasted the one she had. The maze is full of spooky...
Hell no. Okay, the first red flag is going inside that shit alone, bro. When I was a little kid, bro, ain't no way I'm going inside this joint alone, bro. I'm always close to my parents. You feel me? I already know, bro. I already know about you feel me? It came young. My black senses came young when I was little. I could already sense some bullshit if it was gonna happen. So I was not. If I see some shit I'm turning straight the other way, bro. Ain't no going to that joint alone, bro.
Hootie hoos and funhouse mirrors. But things get for real scary after the lights go out and the endless reflections get Addie a little lost. Even worse is when she backs up into a reflection that doesn't quite move the right way. Because turns out this isn't a reflection at all. Yowie wow.
Students with ADHD.
God, I hate ass.
Studying with this Chrome extension. But no.
The opening credits play over a cryptic image of a wall of caged rabbits, accompanied by an original theme by composer Michael Abels.
They was going crazy with them drums. It was going crazy with those.
Also did the score for Get Out. And Peele was actually encouraged to use them again for this movie by Steven Spielberg, who compared Peele and Abels to Spielberg and John Williams. Can't turn a dude down after that comparison. We're now in the present day, and Addie is a grown woman, played by Oscar winner Lupita Nyong'o, who has one of those
she went crazy too. She went crazy. She go crazy.
That advertises its membership on the back window of their vehicle. Her hilarious husband, Gabe Wilson,
yeah, that nigga go crazy too, man.
Played by Winston Duke, is an expert at embarrassing.
Winston Duke, he probably the next Black Panther. I think he might be the next Black Panther in the movies, bro. I don't know.
Their kids Zora and Jason, whether it's by waking them up with yelling, "We made it!" or simply dabbing on them haters. The Wilson family is vacationing at their Santa Cruz Lake
2015,
where they talk about Zora's potential future as a track star and Jason's inability to master a close-up magic trick he has.
This thing's kind of bullshit.
Hey. Gabe decides that they should all go to the beach, and that gives Addie flashbacks to her post-Shaman's Quest childhood. Although she had only been away from her parents for 15 minutes, young Addie fell completely silent upon her return, and was even diagnosed with PTSD by a therapist, which really upset her parents.
I just want my little girl back.
In an effort to help heal Addie of whatever trauma she endured, her parents enlisted her in dance class, as revealed in this nicely creepy flashback that grown-up Addie has. Stop looking at me, swan dancer! On the lake behind their house, Gabe unveils his latest purchase.
Oh, I know, bro. This movie's a mindfuck, bro. This movie is crazy, man. The ending, bro. The ending. The ending, bro, had me shook, man.
A boat.
That shit
Yo,
was
what's that
crazy.
boat's name?
And that had me understand like the beginning of the story.
Crawdaddy! Hell yeah, Gabe. Let's get crazy.
That nigga was a goofball this whole movie, man. From beginning to end.
Hey, I'm the
Man.
Crawdaddy. You know, if you can actually keep it running properly.
Oh, I got it. That taught me how to do this.
They leave the Crawdaddy behind and take their car to the Santa Cruz beach, where Jason continues being a little potty mouth.
Kiss my ass, Zora.
Whoa!
Nah, man. Any other black mom, they getting that belt out. They stopping the car. They getting that belt out. They whipping them mid car ride. Cause we ain't gonna let that slide, man. We ain't gonna slide that slide. They gonna get that joint out. They gonna be like, what the fuck you just say? What the fuck you just say, little Timmy? They gonna go crazy. Not gonna lie, bro.
And this isn't a cuss word.
I would have actually preferred you use a curse word in this case.
After bonding over the classic Luna's song, I Got 5 on It, which every generation can enjoy, they arrive at their sandy
I got
destination,
5
which
on it.
Addie is just so excited about. Really, this is just super. Before they reach the beach, they see a dead man being wheeled into an ambulance.
I
Addie
got 5
realizes
on
that
it.
the dude is the same guy with the Jeremiah 11:11 sign that she saw on the boardwalk as a child.
Damn.
Addie and the audience may not know it just yet, but
That nigga did. That nigga did. That nigga did.
something big has already
That
begun.
nigga did.
The Wilson family and their shadows walk across the sandy beach to hang out with their friends Josh and Kitty Tyler, played by an on-screen couple I never knew I needed, Tim Heidecker and Elizabeth Moss. They're so good at being awful
Yeah,
people.
they did their shit this movie too, man. They did their shit their
What we
movie
say?
too. They was barely in it, but they was alright. They was some like.
Yeah? Good.
Jason wanders off on his own. Like
See, man, what is wrong with these black kids? See, look, this is the first red flag, man. Black kids don't wander off like this in real life, man, bro. They always close, bro. You can't be wandering off, bro. Especially when it's like what the fuck is this, man? Like it already look like some bullshit is waiting right here, man. Like nah, man. I don't do this. I don't do this, man. It don't even look that sunny outside. Why they at a beach? It don't even look that sunny outside, man. It look like it's about to rain. Like nah, man. I ain't getting no good vibes from this shit.
son, I suppose, and sees both the updated beach funhouse as well as a dude standing eerily by himself,
Hell
his
no.
arms outstretched to nothing
Hell no.
and no one in particular. Oh, and his hands dripping blood too? No bueno. But hey, little dude, could you try not disappearing on your mom like that? She doesn't need any more beachside trauma, lest we want to turn her into Martin Brody. That night, after Addie tells Zora, Jason, and Jason's Wolfman mask goodnight, she decides to have a serious conversation with Gabe. Poor timing for him, since he was just about to ask her to...
Oh yeah, that nigga was trying to go crazy. He's trying to go crazy. He said he getting comfortable. He's like, man, what you about to do? You about to do that guy got 4,000, the 5,000, or the 6,000, or the 7,000.
Baku that thing up.
He thought he was about to go crazy.
Gabe, I want to go.
Where you trying to go?
Staring at her
Said,
own
well, he
reflection
thought he was trying to go somewhere else. Not gonna lie,
in the window, Addie tells Gabe that when she got lost in that maze as a child, she ran into another girl who looked exactly like her. Now she's worried that that doppelganger girl is coming to get her, due to a whole bunch of weird little coincidences she's been noticing ever since they got to Santa Cruz. As if on cue, the lights go out, and Jason appears in their room to tell them some distressing news.
There's a family in our driveway.
And that family is one unsettling sight, man, standing silhouetted in front of a streetlight holding hands. Gabe doesn't think it's that big a deal, though, and to prove it, he goes outside and tries to speak to the other family, only to find them totally unresponsive. Addie calls the cops, but they're still 14 minutes
Yeah, that shit was crazy, man. That nigga said, hey, we better pull up on your ass.
away. So Gabe
get that
batters up
baseball
to defend his
bat.
loved ones, which should work just
Hell nah, man.
fine, as long as those weirdos don't start acting too creepy. Oh, abort!
Yeah, I see some shit like that. Yeah, I'm aborting too. I'm calling it off. Y'all can have the baseball bat after that. Y'all can have it after that.
Abort!
man.
That shit's way too creepy. The Wilson
Yeah.
family bunkers down in their house as their scary counterparts outside surround it. A shadow, carrying scissors and whistling, approaches the front door and uses the lake house's hide key to open it. And who should walk in but Gabe's doppelganger, wearing a red jumpsuit and looking much more intimidating than the
Oh
door.
God, man, that nigga got a beard, man. You got a better hairline and everything. his doppelganger low key more fresh than him, bro. That's wild. And he's been stuck in a tunnel. Like, that's tough. Having a doppelganger be more fresher than you, bro. That's crazy. Not gonna lie. That nigga, no. Gonna lie, man. That's wild.
Porky dad we know and love.
Been stuck under a fucking tunnel for fucking years. That nigga came out looking fresh. Nigga got a fresh cut and everything. It's just a fit, man. I mean, he just matching with the family though, so.
In fact, all 4 members of the
And that fucking frown ass face though. You need to get rid of that frown ass. Like, you need to put it. My God,
Wilson family have a red jumpsuited shadow version present and accounted for. And the
No, others look a little ashy too. They might need some little lotion on their skin. Not going live, bro.
doppelgangers silently stare the Wilsons into a seated position as they begin to realize.
If I was sitting right here on this couch, I'm going to say, hey, I know you trying to intimidate us, but hold on, bro. I can't take y'all seriously because y'all need some fucking lotion. You want some? Here, you go. Sit.
Is exactly who they're looking at.
It's us.
The matriarch of these mimicries uses her very raspy voice to tell the Wilsons who they are.
We're Americans.
And where they came
that
from.
That voice was creepy as hell, though. I don't know if she really pulled that voice off or if they use CGI for the voice, but that voice was fire, man.
The story as a fairy tale. You see, once upon a time,
there was a girl, and the girl. Yeah, that shit was creepy. She was talking like I know she's talking like she got fucking a bone stuck in her neck. Like some fried chicken stuck in her neck. Like, God damn, bitch, you need some water, guys. She talking like she ain't drink none in like 5 months. Like, you feel me? You know, we got some waters in the refrigerator if you need some. You might need some lotion. You need some water. We got you, bro. Your voice all types of fucked up. God,
the Addie doppelganger, named Red, says that the girl and her shadow were tethered in a way so that they had the same life experiences at the same time. Except, sounds like the shadow's versions of events were way super shittier.
The girl had her first child, a beautiful baby girl. But the shadow, she gave birth to a little monster.
Because of all this, Red says that the shadow hated the girl, and now that the shadow is here, she's ready to handcuff the girl to a table.
Damn.
Fast, we've got to give credit to the entire cast who all had to play 2 distinct characters, as well as the crew who made sure that fact never distracted the audience. This scene plays just as smoothly as if there were 8 separate people acting in these parts, and that's impressive as hell. Special props go to Lupita Nyong'o, who plays 2 lead characters simultaneously.
One of the first things he said to me,
Jordan Peele, that man Jordan Peele to go.
You're gonna be very tired.
It's very tired.
He delivered on that promise.
To make this work, they would usually shoot the more passive roles the day after shooting the more active ones like Red, who was so intense that Nyong'o stayed in character the entire time.
So they got like people that kind of look similar to them, and I guess
she was on set.
Question.
Or she really played both though.
Watching her children.
But did she really cry like that? Like, how do you cry on purpose?
This is before they get up and all this, before the attacks. Well, she's still sitting. Okay.
It also probably helped that when Nyong'o was playing Addie, she had Jordan Peele doing an excellent mimicry of her Red voice.
When the girl ate.
That was Jordan Peele? No, that's crazy. That man Jordan Peele really talented. That's crazy. Yo, that's wild, man. This man Jordan Peele really goated, man. Hey, they need to get Jordan Peele in the MCU movie. Get him on the MCU movie for probably a movie like Miles Morales. Get him on Miles Morales, and he's gonna go crazy. No cap, you feel me? Miles Morales, Spider-Man. A live action like Miles Morales MCU movie, Jordan Peele is all over that. You feel me?
The other family members and their doppelgangers break off into partners. First, Gabe's tethered version, Abraham, steals his glasses, then drags him out of the house so he can beat that bitch with a bat. Then, Red challenges Zora to a foot race with her mirror, Umbre, by telling her to run. Aw, they're gonna be training buddies together.
Why she run like that? Why she run like she run like that? Why she run like that, bro?
Sure you do a
Oh,
proper
man.
warm-up now.
This movie was
Finally,
lit,
Red
man.
sets up a play date between Jason and his be-masked counterpart named Pluto.
Go play, boys. Don't burn our house down.
Apt warning, since
Creepy.
Pluto's a little pyro who lights a match so he can watch Jason try to do his magic trick. Thanks for the light, pal, but you sure you should be playing with fire? Again, I
Damn.
guess. Down the street, Umbre catches up to Zora and plays Ring Around the Sedan with her before hopping up onto the roof of this car and threatening Zora with a pair of golden scissors. Luckily, Zora is saved when the car's
Oh shit, that nigga
angry
dead.
owner comes outside.
Get off my car!
The distraction gives Zora a chance to escape, and while she runs away, we see and hear that dude get killed when Umbre stabs.
What the straight for the legs, bro? Nigga dumb as hell. You ain't even seen them scissors, man. God damn.
Him with her golden scissors. Gabe finds himself in a trash bag on the Crawdaddy, his captor Abraham also equipped with a pair of shiny scissors. When the boat gives out on him, Abraham tries to Fonz it back into working order, which gives Gabe a chance to break out of the bag, grab the bat, and knock his shadow into the lake. Abraham jumps out of the water like little boy Swamp Jason and tries to stab Gabe,
this shit was
but
intense.
he stopped when Gabe Fonzes the boat engine back to life with a headbutt. That starts the motor up and
God
kills
damn.
Abraham by chopping him up in the propeller. Way to use your head there, Gabe. With their families out having fun, the moms are finally able to have some one-on-one time.
Shit, that's how AB be. That's how Antonio Brown be, man. That man already down bad up here, man. He said, "Fuck it." If Antonio Brown was going up against a clone of himself, he easy. You feel me? Easy.
And Red tells Addie that they've been waiting a long time for this day.
I call it the untethering.
Before Red can finish pushing Eddie's face through that table, though, Jason sparks his weird little magic trick and manages to lock Pluto in the closet by himself. The burnt boy's cries for help draw Red away, and after letting Pluto out, she begins to hunt for Jason with her scissors. That bunny's not Jason, Red. Quit wasting time. While she's dilly-dallying around, Addie uses a fire poker and some leverage to free
Man, they just got their toes all out of
herself
shit.
from the table, although she's still stuck in the cuffs. She calls Jason out of his hiding spot so they can get the heck out of this house before that creepy Lucha kid and his raspy-voiced mom come and get him. Go, go, go!
Be moving around, bro. The way that nigga be moving
Zora
around.
joins her mother and brother, and the
The whole
three of them
fucking,
escape to the dock
spider.
to board the Crawdaddy with their tall daddy. Sorry, Tethered.
Dog, like,
We only
look.
got 4 life jackets on board. Gotta be safe. Wouldn't want another Titanic.
She just
you know?
walking
Bye.
weirdly.
Over at Josh and Kitty's house, their ideal life of indolence is interrupted by a power flicker and the noise of someone shuffling around outside.
There's a person walking around outside our fucking house.
Probably a squirrel. I don't know.
Would you please get up and look?
I'm busy. I'm busy.
Josh ignores it and has his home AI Ophelia play some good vibrations. But his laziness comes at a cost when their twin daughters Becca and Lindsay get stabbed by tethered versions.
Ooh, I saw it. I remember seeing this in theaters. I was like, oh shit. Them 2 TikTok girls are done. That's tough. That's
Of
tough.
themselves who appear inside the house. God, the cut to the quieter outside shot is such well done horror directing. It's so damn spooky. Shadows Josh and Kitty also appear and stab their counterparts, and the attack kills Josh immediately. Awesome kill. Great job. Kitty, however, initially survives, and, gurgling lots of blood, crawls to the feet of Josh's tethered counterpart named Tex, who offers her some help down low. Whoops, too slow. Maybe Kitty can
Bro, that's some really crazy ass shit, man. That nigga was like, it's like, nah, nigga. That's tough.
get some help from the technology that's made her life so easy.
Ophelia, call the police.
Sure. Playing Fuck the Police by NWA.
Hey, that shit was fire, man. Hey. Chill out with the copyright. Chill out with the, copyright. You feel me? Yeah.
No, Kitty gets her throat slit by
say.
her own counterpart, named Dahlia, and honestly, I'm kind of relieved that it cuts away for it. Despite the funny Ophelia bit, that was one intense and effective home invasion. I didn't need a graphic throat slit thrown into the mix too. The Wilsons arrive to get help from their friends, only for Addie to get pulled into the house by the tethered twins. Neighbors, who needs them? Gabe tells his kids to run away so he can fight the very entertaining Tex, even though Gabe is still pretty beat up from
that nigga, he's on his your rage shit. This is your rage right here. Your rage, man. That's tough.
The kids enter the house, and despite seeing the carnage in front of them, silently
on
resolve
this
to
your
head
rage
upstairs
shit.
and save their mom. I'm
The
done
baseball
being
bat is the
It's
cane.
time to be a wolf man. They climb the stairs and marvel at the wicked awesome Shining reference in front of them, as well as that tethered twins acrobatics. That's pretty good there. Hey Zora, why don't you show her your golf swing? Oh, Zora, that's not how you make new friends. Zora also fails to make friends with the other tethered twin named Io and...
These kills was hard. They wasn't OD brutal, but you feel me? Kinda is. If it would happen in real life, it would have been, bro. But it ain't really lingered on the deaths like that. Like Final Destination. That shit was crazy.
Who I think is Becca's mirror, since she also beats her down with the club and then stabs her to death. I know this is probably soups traumatic for her, but it's great to see a kid in a horror movie take charge and kick ass.
People with ADHD.
Oh my god, the same as
studying with this Chrome extension, but no.
Outside, Gabe makes his way onto Josh's brilliantly named boat, the Biatch, and hides well enough
the
to
Biatch.
frustrate Tex into...
The Biatch. Hey, that's tough, man. I forgot he named that boat that, man. That's crazy. Shit, man. That's crazy, man. Oh, man.
Calling out for help from his raptor friends. Although Gabe misses a flare gun shot, he does end up beating Tex to death off-screen inside the red-lit hall of the Biatch. Inside the house, Dahlia is having a great time putting on makeup and making herself purty. Oh, too purty there, Dahlia. You don't need to give yourself the same smile as your namesake. Zora creeps in with her golf club, but delivers a subpar sneak attack, and Dahlia ain't about to give her a mulligan. Tethered Peggy is just about to cut
W defense.
Zora's throat open when she's stopped by Jason with a trophy smash. And that killed her. Don't act surprised, the tethered aren't superhuman or anything, they're Americans. The Wilsons take a breather and turn on the news, where they learn that they're not the only ones dealing with sewer people in jumpsuits.
Yeah, they're taking over the world.
Scissors. In fact, on a live feed, they see, oh shit, are those a bunch of background bodies? Start the fucking purge counting engines, I guess. Bree and Zoran, I'm sorry. In the live news report they watch, we see, I think, 3 bodies on the ground in front of a line of tethered folks holding hands in a giant link. Then the camera operator gets presumably
bro, that's
killed.
dumb as hell. Why would the cameraman be down there? I would be comfortable in a helicopter or some shit, man. Ain't no way I'm fucking like he's in the like you're really gonna risk your life over some content like that? I get you on it, but you ain't gonna even get paid since you did. That's tough.
So go ahead and call it 4. Addie realizes that the tethered are taking their place as Americans and have been planning this for a long time. So she decides that the Wilsons need to escape down to Mexico pronto. They go to leave, but when Addie grabs the keys to Josh and Kitty's car, she's attacked by the surviving tethered twin, Nix, who I think was Lindsay's counterpart and who had been knocked over the balcony earlier. The still handcuffed Addie manages to grab some nearby scissors and win the fight by stabbing Nix.
Bruh, you know one thing, bro, about this movie, there was a lot of scissors. Goddamn.
I guess she nixed that little attack, huh? In any
most scissors in any horror movie.
Case, not the best time for your son to walk in and see you. With her parents injured and or handcuffed, Zora insists on driving and tries to convince her mom to let her with a pretty interesting argument, I must say.
I have the highest kill count in the family. You don't have the highest.
She got the highest kill count. Well, this is crazy because this whole channel is called Kill Count. So who really got the highest kill count?
Kill count?
Oh, well, perhaps I can be of assistance.
I
do
bet.
have to be the expert.
I killed both twins. Wrong. I just killed the second one.
Oh,
yep,
shit.
That's exactly.
Yep. Yeah.
You're right. Guess you already knew that. But did you know that
I killed Kitty.
This how niggas be in Call of Duty chat, man. In Call of Duty chats, bro.
Yeah, so that's
1, 1, 1, and 2. I killed 2. I killed myself and Josh. So
yeah.
Wow, you guys like don't even really need me, huh? They see Umbre standing in the road and smiling at him, so Zora goes to punch it, but Umbre just straight up tries to stab at him through the sunroof. She winds up on the windshield, so Zora
stop the car
up again and slams the brakes, pulling her straight into the woods. Addie isn't
I'm watching as if I ain't never seen a movie, bro. It's crazy.
Not knowing Umbre's fate, so she goes in after her and finds the tethered girl tethered to a frickin' tree branch. Her daughter's doppelganger dies slowly, giggling in distress as Addie, somewhat compassionately, hushes the girl to peace. The Wilsons drive through the night, and come morning, why, they're just making my job a pain in the ass by passing 3 dead bodies in a car and 5 more strewn all about the street in various positions, making 8 total additions right now. They round a corner and find their path blocked by their own station wagon wreathed in flames. A fire? Wonder who could have started. Oh, hey, Pluto. You wouldn't happen to know anything about this, would you? And the body next to that open car door? Anything about that, little mister? No? All right, scamp.
See, a nigga like me would just easily run his ass over.
Eddie grabs the fire
something.
poker and gets out of the car, and in the process reveals 3 more bodies in the background behind her. 1 on the ground, and 2 slumped over together.
Why would you get out of the car?
We see the 2 more clearly in a different shot later. She approaches Pluto as he stands there snapping to the rhythm in his own head, but just like with Umbre, she reaches out to him with compassion, and even gets him to show her his face. But Jason realizes it's a trap, and that Pluto's a little schemer, looking to Mad King burn them all inside the car.
Oh!
Jason gets out and
shit, man, that nigga. Oh man, I forgot about this. I forgot about this whole movie. Like, god damn. Oh shit.
beats his tethered counterpart
man.
by stretching out his arms and walking backwards. Pluto mimics his Wolfman friend, walking straight.
But that don't make no sense though. How you can just by mimicking, just by walking backwards? Like, y'all been chasing each other this whole time. How come they ain't been mimicking this whole time? I'm kind of confused.
Back into the fire. Although the tethered aren't bound to always mirror their surface counterparts, we saw that Pluto had been mirroring Jason when they were playing in the closet earlier. Jordan Peele says the 2 characters have a higher synchronicity than the other,
why
and that they were
higher
basically playing a game here, even though it's one that leaves Pluto on the kill count. But Pluto also went along with this because he was the bait for Red's real plan all along, which was to snatch Jason up and run away with him. The Wilson family sees that Jason is gone and start to look for him. Maybe they'll find him on the boardwalk. Nope, no Jason, just a bunch of crummy bodies. I counted 12, so thanks boardwalk for the cool dozen kills. Addie then looks towards the shore, and while
at first I said not a lot of people died, but hey, actually, now that I'm watching this movie again through this YouTube video, a lot of people actually did die in this shit, man. That's kind of crazy, man.
Viewers get to marvel at the line of tethered folk going into the sea. I didn't even notice that at first.
God damn. I didn't even notice that either when I was watching
dead bodies out on the sand to properly appreciate that unsettling imagery. Thanks, kill count. I can't even look at cool shit because of you. Standing at ground zero,
I just don't remember.
The world's biggest red rover line is the tethered guy that Jason saw earlier on the beach. At that point, he was already getting ready for his fellow tethered.
Oh, that's what he was doing.
The first to kill his
that little T-pose.
The Bible verse dude, which we saw when the Wilsons first arrived at the beach. And of course, all of this really goes back to the mirror funhouse that Addie got lost in as a child. It's there she returns to now in order to rescue her son. She makes her way back to where she first saw her tethered self and opens a hidden bunny door into a boiler room of sorts. She navigates deeper and deeper into the building and then into the earth, taking staircases and escalators down below until she finally finds herself in a tunnel with a billion bunnies scattered about. Oh yeah, this movie did mention tunnels right at the beginning. I guess that wasn't just a Snapplecap fun fact.
It had a lot of rabbits and bunnies too.
Oh, and look, there's the wall of bunny cages we had our opening credits against. It's all coming together now. Honestly though, I'm just happy we're down here with living bunnies.
Nah, this scene right here, this really changed the whole aspect of the movie and had you like, oh shit. Like, it's just, it's crazy.
Damn it, Zora, why you gotta be up here with all these dead bodies? I see 3 kind of close-ish, and then it gets blurry going back, but a deleted scene has the same bodies in clear focus where I can count 9. And finally, there are 4 more lying near the tethered chain. I thought there were 5 at first, but that thing's just a box. So grand total of 16 more between those 2 shots.
Got.
Underground, Addie walks into a classroom and finds Red at the chalkboard. She asks the teacher where her son is, but Red only responds by giving Addie and the audience an enormous exposition dump. It's probably the weakest point of the movie, in my opinion, over-explaining itself a bit, but the gist of what she says is that the tunnels were made for some kind of science experiment.
I believe they figured out how to make a copy of the body, but not the soul. The soul remains one, shared by 2. They created the tethered so they could use them to control the ones above, the puppets.
The plan didn't work and the tethered were abandoned, although they were still tied to their counterparts on the surface, doing everything they did, only with a bit more imagination required. But fate,
oh god, them niggas just playing with air and shit,
brought Addie and her tethered self together, for as Addie came down,
I don't know how the fuck they get them shirts though,
to the beach,
the same
so
shirts,
her tethered version went
and this version right
surface. And eventually, they met in the middle inside the funhouse of mirrors.
I never stop thinking about you. how you could have taken me with you.
Years later, when both above and below ground Addie gave a particularly powerful dance performance, the tethered audience watching down below chose the underground dancer as their leader. She enacted a years-long plan to dress them all in jumpsuits and gloves and train them to be a scissor-wielding army of destruction. And, inspired by Hands Across America, she knew exactly how they'd make their message loud and clear when they finally surfaced. Addie and Red begin a fight that becomes one of the best sequences of the film. Scored to a string arrangement of I Got 5 on it.
Oh, that beat was fire, bro. How Jordan Peele did that, made that I Got 5 on the beat into a horror beat. That was fun. This movie was just good, man. This movie was just good, bro.
With their dance duet that set them on this path to begin with, it's a wonderful experience for both sight and sound. It's also thematically interesting, as the animalistic Red avoids Addie with graceful ease, while Addie grows more and more wild as Red continues to land stabs on her with the scissors. Red goes for a fatal overhead stab, but is instead impaled in the midsection by Addie with her fire poker. Red falls to the ground, and unlike with Umbre or Pluto, Addie has no compassion here. Instead, she wraps her handcuffs around Red's neck and murders her, and afterwards slips into some very tethered-like vocal spasms. Addie takes a key from around Red's neck and...
See, bro, I'm telling you, bro, this ending had your whole mind fucked, because the whole time, she was really the whole real tether, and the whole, because they switched places when they was little. They switched places when they was little, and from there, bro, because the original girl, that's how, because look, the original girl could talk. The tether don't usually talk, so she had to go through classes in order to learn how to talk, the tether. So yeah, she learned how to talk and everything, but her voice got a little ashy and needed water, because she been down there for all that time, bro, and it's just crazy, man. She ain't found her way out, man. Bruh, if clone switch places with me, a nigga like me, I'm moving the fuck out, bro. Ain't nobody stopping me. I'm in control. They ain't in control. I don't know how that shit ended up like that, man. I would have went outside, bro. Nigga like me, I wouldn't even been in that motherfucker in the first place. Like shit.
Frees herself from her handcuffs, that finds Jason cowering in a locker. Kinda hard to tell if he's more afraid of having been kidnapped or of being reunited with his grunting, murdering mom.
Wait, but the thing is, switch sons. The son that died was actually the real son. But the thing that's so confusing, because they fucked the clone, so he's half clone and half human. So both sons are half clone and half human. So the shit crazy.
They go back to the surface and join with Zora and Gabe, and together the Wilsons leave the boardwalk in an ambulance, never disturbing the tethered, who stay strong in their chain of hand-holding. Everything seems to be relatively okay until Addie starts thinking back to her childhood, when she put her hands around the real Addie's neck, knocking her out so she could drag her unconscious body into the funhouse and down into the tunnels. Yeah, dude, as kids, Addie's tethered version kidnapped her, handcuffed her to a bed, and stole her clothes so she could take her place, which she did in the creepiest manner.
Oh my god, look at her face. She's like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, she definitely, hey, after seeing this wanted me, this got me mad, because I'm like, damn, I was rooting for the wrong girl, bro. What the fuck? If you did this shit, man, like, I ain't know, you basically stole her whole life. You put her in, you chained her down there and you stole her whole fucking life. Like, what the fuck? Like, this shit got me mad that the other girl died. Like, what the fuck? I'm rooting for the wrong person. Like, fuck you. Use this steak ass face while you replace it. Wow, man.
That means the Addie that went home with her parents that night was the tethered Addie.
God, look at that creep ass smile, bro. What the
fuck? The character we knew as Red was actually the original Addie,
oh,
who
God.
had a raspy voice from being strangled, and who was eager to get revenge on her replacement using handcuffs. But OG tethered Addie won in the end, having murdered the original Addie with those very same handcuffs. Although it does look like her son Jason may suspect that.
Oh God, he's like, some man, right, mom. You ain't. Even though He's a half clone. He's a clone himself. So I don't
There
know.
are actually some theories online that
There's hella theories about the suns got switched or some shit like that.
Jason was originally a tethered too. I don't know how much I buy it, but you can look them up and decide for yourself. The movie ends with an amazing helicopter shot that soars over the landscape and shows just how successful the tethered have been. It's an awesome shot.
They around the whole world.
Especially since there are no dead bodies in sight for me to count. We're too far away, motherfuckers. Can't get me with this one.
By the way, this nigga be talking.
How many people died as the tethered cut their way across the country? Let's find out and get to the numbers.
Hey, this man be going crazy with the little effects and shit. And with that. Oh man, this nigga wild. This man be wild.
Huh? What?
So how many people died?
Once.
Oh, he doing the most now. He said, "Oh fuck, I'm gonna put this performance on right quick."
Nah, just kidding. I'm not actually about to do that.
I'm about to say.
By my painstaking
It's about to be take forever to.
66 people died in Us, which is one more kill than the Purge Anarchy had. Best I could tell, the victims included 14 men, 14 women, and 34 victims of unknown blurry gender. Also, 8 of all of those
66
kills were
kills.
tethered. So let's have this fancy pie chart. Oh, haven't seen that one before. With a runtime of 126 minutes, we had a kill on average every 1.91 minutes.
For real? Every 1.91 minutes there was a kill? It didn't seem like that when I was watching the movie.
For coolest kill to Io, who got the living daylights beat out of her, literally, by Zora with a golf club. Like I said, it's cool to see a kick-ass kid. Dull machete for lamest kill. If I don't give it to any of the background bodies, we'll go to Tex, since it felt like a cheap cutaway.
Yeah,
and that hilarious
because we didn't really see what the fuck happened.
To go out in a much better way. And that's it. Us came out in 2019, and although it was a little
2019, that's crazy. How far ago was 2019? Was a couple years ago, man. Like that's crazy. Time we passing by fast.
Get out. I think it solidifies Jordan Peele as a very welcome auteur in the
Oh god. Jordan Peele gotta make an MCU movie.
Kill count. Thanks a lot for watching this kill count. I want to thank Universal Entertainment for sending me the movie.
Jordan Peele gotta make an MCU movie, and that's facts. You feel me?